this is 1,500 points.
Yeah,
Chaos
1,500
Daemons.
points.
Yeah. Okay, we got 4 units of troops, 2 units of 20 bloodletters, 2 units of 10 pink horrors. Then in the back we have a bloodthirster, a demon prince of Zinch, and he just has 2 claws. And then we have Kairos Fate Weaver in the back. And right there, final one in the elite slot is an Exalted Flamer. And they don't really have anything. Demons don't have a lot of options to take. They're pretty much the same. So that's it for my list.
Here is 1,500 points of Vostroyan Firstborn. Start with the HQ. We've got a tank commander and a demolisher with 2 meltagun sponsons and a heavy bolter. We have a company commander with a plasma pistol, and then the heirloom of conquest, Tashenko's armor, which is a Vostroyan specific heirloom of conquest, and it gives toughness 4 and a 2-up armor save. For heavy support, we have a demolisher with a las cannon and 2 heavy bolter sponsons. We have a executioner with 2 plasma sponsons and a heavy bolter. Then just a normal battle tank with just a hull-mounted heavy bolter. And a heavy weapon team with mortars in it. For troops, we have 3 infantry squads. 2 of them have a las cannon and a plasma gun. The sergeant has a las pistol. Same with the squad over there. Las cannon and a plasma gun. And then we've got a plasma gun and a heavy bolter. And we have a knight in the list. This is a knight paladin. And that is 1,500 points of Vostroyan Firstborn. Alright, Joe, if you could describe the mission for us.
Okay, we're just taking from Maelstrom of War, and we're doing basically the box standard ones. Cleanse and Capture. That's just the one where you got 3 tactical objectives at the start. If you have less than 3, you draw 3. And you have 6 of the objectives on the board. And standard 3 other secondary objectives: Slay the Warlord, First Blood, and Linebreaker.
And here is the table. We've got a classic Games Workshop Cities of Death mat that they made back in 2005 when they first released Cities of Death. Really cool looking mat, really rare. And we've got a lot of Cities of Death terrain, some sandbags, and just some barricades. So it's a good looking battlefield with 2 good looking armies. So we'll see who wins. Here is the deployment of the 2 armies. The demons won the dice roll, so they'll be going first. Here's a closer look at the Vostroyan deployment. Got the tanks there. Infantry squad right there next to Objective 5. The knight there. Another infantry squad there. Infantry squad there. The mortars there next to Objective 3. We have Objective 6 right here. Objective 4 in here. Objective 1 right here, and Objective 2 right here. This is what the demons deployment looks like. So I will see you after the demon movement phase.
Okay, first turn objectives, I got Overwhelming Firepower, which probably isn't happening. Secure Objective 3, which is way over there. And secure or defend Objective 2, which fortunately is right over here, so as long as I stay near it, I should be able to get it. Everything moved up. The Bloodletters advanced. They're not going to charge this turn, but they managed to kind of fly up the board pretty quick. They both rolled really well. The Bloodthirster just flew over here. He didn't advance. He's hoping he can maybe get something with a knight. It's a long shot, but maybe. Kairos is sticking back because he's got pretty good range, so he's dead here. And then on this side, the Demon Prince flew up here, and the pink horrors are just sort of going to wrap around here. And next is going to be the psychic phase. We're going to hope for some decent smiting, I guess. Okay, so after the psychic phase, that was actually an obscenely good one. Both the pink horrors managed to get smite off, and they both rolled max damage for their smite. The Demon Prince also smote, and they took quite a few wounds off of the mortars here, because they would be the closest. Kairos also got his smite off, and it went into the knight, and it did max damage. Well, it didn't do d6, but it did d3. And then he did Bolt of Tzeentch, and that also did 3 mortal wounds. So it took 6 mortal wounds off the knight, which is really excellent. And then these pink horrors also got their smite off, and that went into that infantry squad over there, and it took 3 mortal wounds off of them. So that was an exceptionally good psychic phase, really. So next, there's a very short shooting phase, but we'll get to that after that. Okay, very short shooting phase. Only one of these horrors was actually in range to shoot at the mortars, and they whiffed their shots. Over here was a bit better. The horrors here were all in range to shoot at the infantry squad, and they managed to kill 2 in that building. And then the Exalted Flamer shot whatever the Lascan version of his Flamer is at that guy, and he managed to take 5 wounds off of him, so pretty good for demons. So next is going to be a very short charge phase. The only thing that's really going to try is the Bloodthirster into the knight. Okay, slightly less fantastic here. He was pretty far away, so I was kind of expecting him to fail the charge, but on the charge in on Overwatch, he got hit twice by the battle cannon, failed both of his invulns, and took 5 wounds for his trouble. And then he made the charge roll, and that's what he got. So, not so great. Hopefully he'll live until next round, but I highly doubt it.
For Vostroyan turn 1, the objectives I drew was defend objective 1, which, unless I take out all those bloodletters, is not going to happen. Scour the skies, which is probably going to happen this turn, because a lot of his stuff has fly. And then supremacy, which again, if I take objective 1 could happen, but it's probably not going to happen. For the movement, moved around the tanks a little bit to get them within melter range, and just move up their demolisher cannons. Moved around those tanks a little bit. Move the Titan up so he can get into charge range of that once I clear out the bloodletters, hopefully. And then for orders, the company commander gave take aim to both the las cannon squad right there and the mortars. And then the tank commander gave the demolisher behind him gunner's kill on sight. So hopefully some stuff dies in shooting. Alright, Vostroyan shooting. The tank commander took out the Bloodthirster over there. Then the other tank behind him took out a significant amount of the Bloodletters right there. And pretty much all of the other infantry squads used their las cannons to fire into him back there, and then their las guns and plasma guns to shoot at the Bloodletters. Mortars back here fired into the Bloodletters as well, taking some off. Same with the Executioner over there. So took out a lot of Bloodletters, and then the battle tank shot its heavy bolter and battle cannon into the Bloodletters right there. I think only took off 1 or 2 of them though. But yeah, we took off the Bloodletter, and hopefully this knight will be able to charge in and clear off all the rest of those Bloodletters so he can secure that objective. Alright, the knight charged in and did his stomp dance on the demons, killing all of them. Which means that I score supremacy. And then I scored Scour the Skies, so let's see how many I get for Supremacy. D3, so I get 3 victory points. So 4, that puts me up to 4 victory points. So really good turn. I've wiped out a lot of his army, so really good Vostroyan turn 1.
Okay, so before I decided to discard Overwhelming Firepower, because demons are crap at that, and they're probably not going to do anything. In its place, I still have Defend Objective 2, which I score at the end of this turn. I have Secure Objective 3, which is again over here, and the Demon Prince is moving towards that. And then I drew, in replacement, Big Game Hunter, which pretty much means kill the knight. Maybe Kairos can do that this turn. It's kind of a toss-up. So, and then the end of the movement phase, basically everything that can smite is making sure they're the closest thing to the knight, except for the Demon Prince, which needs to be over here. He has to stay near the objective, and then the Bloodletters have moved up here, and they're going to try and deal with the infantry squad and a couple of the tanks, keep them tied up, maybe even kill them. So, we'll get back to you at the end of the cycle. Okay, much less fantastic psychic phase this time. Kairos smote into the knight and only took 1 wound off of it. The horrors both whiffed their rolls. He failed his psychic power, but Kairos did manage to cast the buff onto him over there, and that gave him +1 attack. But other than that, only 1 wound off the knight so far. Basically, we're going to have to rely on Kairos and his mediocre weapon skill to kill the knight. Okay, better shooting phase than I thought, really. These pink horrors here shot their flames up into that squad again. They managed to actually kill 3 of them, so the only one that's left is the Las Cannon team. This guy back here, the Exalted Flamer, shot his fire into the knight. Really only took 1 wound off of it, I think, but the real stars of the show, I guess, were these guys. They could only really fire at the knight, and their strength 3 AP nothing shots managed to take 2 wounds off of it, so I'll really take that. And then he fired his Warp Bolter into them and managed to kill 1 of the mortar teams. And that's it for the shooting phase. Okay, pretty embarrassing fight phase for everyone. The big event was Kairos versus the knight. Kairos attacked, missed a lot of his attacks, and then failed the wounds, the ones that did hit. The knight attacked back, missed all of his hits, and then the one that did go through was tanked by Kairos' invuln, so they literally did nothing to each other. And now they're just glaring angrily at each other. The Bloodletters have piled in here. They did a multi-charge on these guys. They killed the last remaining weapons team guy up there, and stripped a couple wounds off of the Executioner. And then over here, then the Demon Prince, he charged into the mortar, killing it. And then he consolidated into the team here. The team actually managed to strip 1 of the wounds off of the Demon Prince, however. And then, of course, the Pink Horrors did fight, but they didn't do anything to the knight. And then for objectives, I scored Secure Objective 2 and... Defend Objective 2, and then I got Secure Objective 3 for being over here, because I'm closer to the objective than he is.
Vostroyan movement. These 2 tanks moved out of close combat with the Bloodletters, so they're not going to be able to shoot, but they're out of combat with them. Tank Commander gave the other Demolisher Gunners kill on sight order. They both moved up a little bit. The Paladin moved out of close combat over there, so he's going to be able to shoot again and charge back in, hopefully, and kill him. The Company Commander moved a little bit. He gave this squad first rank fire, second rank fire. So they're going to shoot at the Demon over there. The squad that was engaged with the Demon moved out of combat with him, but still are going to remain within proximity to Objective 3, so they're still going to be able to secure that, even though they're not going to be able to fire. The objectives I got, defend Objective 1, which I might be able to do if I kill everything, Kingslayer, which hopefully I'm going to be able to do, and secure Objective 3. So, see what happens this turn. It's looking pretty good for me. Yeah, but we'll see what happens with shooting. Right, Vostroyan shooting, not much happened. That really wasn't a lack of me hitting it. It was more the 4-up invulnerable save on these guys over there. I managed to kill a couple of these guys. Didn't get a single wound off of him, but hopefully I can do some damage in close combat, but we'll see what happens. I did strip a wound off of that Demon Prince over there with the Company Commander and his plasma pistol, but that's about it. Alright, the assault phase. The Knight only stripped off 6 wounds from him, missed a lot of his attacks. The Kairos attacked back and took off 10 wounds. He's down to 1 wound because he got really good dice rolls. So that whole turn was just really good dice rolls from my opponent. And yeah, but I do secure objective 3. I don't get Kingslayer or defend objective 1 though, so I'm still up on victory points, so that's good.
Okay, after movement, this is the objectives that I drew. I kept Big Game Hunter because I'm hoping to get the knight. I drew no prisoners, which is just kill things. The more things I kill, the more points I get. And then defend objective 5, which is over where the blood letters are. So hopefully I can get some points. And then for movement, these guys just scooted over here because they want to smite the knight. These guys scooted around between the tank and the knight. They're kind of looking over at these guys here. Demon Prince is looking at the squad behind the building. And then, of course, the Bloodletters kind of want to mess with the tanks a little bit. Okay, Psychic Phase. Interesting. I ended up smiting into the knight and killing him, but the knight did explode. Killed most of the pink horrors in that unit. Took a couple wounds off that tank. Completely killed the Exalted Flamer. Took 3 wounds off of Kairos and killed one of the pink horrors back here. So I did get the knight, but it kind of hurt. So yeah, I'll roll it on camera too, because I got Big Game Hunter, so we'll roll for how many victory points that is. So it's D3 for killing it. Just the 1. Shooting was very uneventful. All that really happened was the Demon Prince shot his Warp Bolter into this squad down here and killed 2 guardsmen. Okay, after charges, Kairos made it in, but he took damage on Overwatch. He is the luckiest man alive with 1 wound left. The Bloodletters charged into the Lehman Russes, and they managed to kill the Executioner. And then the Demon Prince over here, he is in combat with 1 remaining guardsman. He killed all the other ones, so he's the last one left.
Alright, Vostroyan movement. I use Jury Rigging, a command point of that to bring it up to 4 hull points, so I could move 7 at least, kind of get out of there. And then I moved that one up, it's full 10. The tank commander is going to give the Demolisher full throttle to try to get as far away as it can over there. That tank moved over there. The infantry squad kind of rearranged itself, and they're going to get first rank fire, second rank fire. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to move some things away. I'm still ahead in points, but I'm afraid I might get tabled. I'm going to try to kill his warlord this shooting phase, but we'll see what happens. Alright, Vostroyan shooting. That tank moved up and then it rolled a 6, so it got to move another 6 inches, so it's way up there, pretty far away from anything that can charge it now, which is really nice, and it's at full health, which I'm really happy about. Shooting phase, the squad right here overcharged the plasma gun, and it shot and killed his warlord, so I got Kingslayer, and I rolled a 2, so I only get 1 point, but still nice having him dead. Shot plasma pistol from the company commander at him, but didn't hit. So, yeah, not much shooting. I'm happy I got that tank over there, and I'm happy his warlord's dead. So I got Kingslayer. I am going to discard defend objective 1. One thing I forgot to mention, in the fight phase, the Demon Prince did kill the Sergeant, so he's dead.
Bit of a dilemma. Still have defend objective 5, which the Bloodletters kind of are forced to sit there, so they have to stay there for the rest of this turn if they want to score that. I drew defend objective 3, which takes 2 turns. The Demon Prince was on it, but he's just going to get kicked off by the guardsman there probably, so I decided to fly him over, and he's going to try and get the tank there, hopefully. So we'll see if this works out. Alright, we're kind of doing the shooting and psychic in one thing this time because both were fairly uneventful. So, in the psychic, they both tried to smite and they both failed. And then he shot a warp bolter into that guy over there, but it failed. One failed to hit, the other failed to wound. And these guys shot their shooting attack into the guardsmen over here, and only killed 2 of them. So that's it. On to the charge. Okay, so into this phase, these guys failed their charge. Prince made his charge, but he whiffed all his wound rolls and only took 2 damage off the tank. So that's it for the phase. The only thing I scored was defend objective 5 from those bloodletters. I'm going to discard Witch Hunter because it's impossible.
Vostroyan movement, that tank moved back a little bit, but still staying in range of things he wants to fire at. The wounded tank commander moved up a little bit. This tank moved back, and then the guardsmen rearranged themselves. The objectives I got were defend objective 5, not going to get that. Aerial denial, might be able to get that. And mission critical objective on objective 6, which is over there, so I'm not going to be able to get it. The orders the commander's going to give first rank fire, second rank fire on these guardsmen right here. So that's the movement. Vostroyan shooting, I managed to kill the demon prince. Killed a couple of these guys over here. I didn't kick them off the objective though, which is unfortunate. All these guys shot. Did a couple wounds to these bloodletters over here, but not much. But this is what the board looks like right now. I am going to discard defend objective 5. And there's going to be no combat. Die roll to see if the game continues. With a 6.
Game goes
continues.
Okay, I'm just going to do the whole next turn in one thing because it was so short. I just sort of moved these guys over here, and I moved the bloodletters around in anticipation to kill the warlord there because I got Kingslayer. And then, but before that, in the psychic phase, the horrors actually cast Smite, they got it off, and they got the exact amount of mortal wounds they needed to kill the warlord there. So now these guys are kind of just stuck there. They're not doing anything else. And that's the end of my turn. But I scored Slay the Warlord, and I got 1 point on Kingslayer, so that brings me up to 9.
Vostroyan movement. These guys moved around so they could get in rapid fire range. Demolisher stayed where it's at. This one moved a little bit too, but that's about it. So hopefully I can wipe the board. I definitely know I'm going to get area denial, but we'll see what I roll on that. Alright, the Vostroyans ended up killing everything on the last turn of the game. So we've got the Demolisher over there left, we've got part of an infantry squad, the company commander down there, a battle tank, and that's it. That's everything left on the board. This is what the board looks like. So yeah, a brutal bloodbath of a game. And this is how much stuff died, so it's a lot of big things, lots of points over there, but it's all dead. But hope you enjoyed watching this game. Thanks for watching.